Guys, welcome back to the channel, and now we're going to fit the Scorpion exhaust pipe, RS replica Scorpion exhaust pipe, to this one. As you can see, I'm getting it all laid out. There's the absolutely stunning tailpipes and the Y piece. So I'm going to get underneath, start undoing things, and I'll show you the process as I go. So, as I said, the first thing you've got to do is, well, I do, is lay it all out, and I'd go through all of the hanger rubbers and spray them with WD-40 to help them slide off. So I'll show you what I've done. Let's go under. So there's the exhaust, there's the rubber, which is now dripping with WD-40, and I've laid this one to make sure it all lines up with where the other mountings are, which it does. So yeah, I'll undo this bracket here and then start undoing rubbers, and as I attach, I'll show you how it's going and how well it fits, because this is a Scorpion exhaust. It's a good brand and it should just go straight on. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. So shock horror with any new, well, old exhaust pipe is old bolts sheared straight off. So it's very lucky we're replacing it with new. So obviously we've got these going back on now, but what I will say, if you haven't brought a kit and you've just brought the exhaust, to make sure you've got all the clamps and bracketry to replace, because inevitably it's going to snap or rot off, because the exhausts get hot, and even though it's meant to be stainless, they don't last. So just a tip there, make sure you got everything before you start taking it off. Right, let's get back under there. Okay, so I'll show you where I am now. As you can see, the rubber hangers are covered in WD-40. So I've let this one hang and just rest on the floor, and I've taken this middle section off, so it's just hanging on its last rubber now. So what I do, so you know, is I get the big grips and I pinch. There's a centre bar coming through the middle, so I put the grip on the edge of the rubber and the end of the bar, and I pinch it together so it forces the end off, and when it pops, spray WD-40 on the back side to allow it to get inside. So as you're forcing that big lump through, it just slides out and pops out. So yeah, it just makes life that bit easier. So nice big pair of pipe grips makes this job so much easier. So right, I'll get that rear one off, get the whole exhaust off, and then we'll start dry fitting it. Because what I do is I hang it all back together again with all the clamps, but leave them all loose, so you can line everything up, get it all exactly how you want it to do. Then you just go all the way through and do it all up. So yeah, let's get this exhaust off, and I'll actually, on the rear one, I'll show you how I take the rubbers off so you can see. So right, let's get into it. Right, so I'll show you how to get this rubber off. So first things first, there it is. So plenty of WD on that end. I put a little bit to begin with there. Right, so you get your big pipe grips, put one end on the rubber, one end in the middle, and squeeze. There you go, see it forcing it through there. And then all you do, give it a little bit of extra squirt on both ends, and just right then. So we've got it loosely on, as you can see. It's on the bushes, on the bush there, and I've got the other one hanging loose back there. So I'm now going to push that together and go from there. But it's all so far gone well, so fingers crossed it carry on. Right, so I've now got the rear hanging. There we go. So now we'll attach the tips loosely, get them roughly right. Well, we have to put them on a little bit tight so they get level, but we'll put them on, put the clamps on and level them up, and then do that. So that's the next step. Right, okay, so it's all on. And then So I think we should do the customary cold start and see if it sounds any different. Now this car still has a DPF, so it's probably not going to sound a lot different, but I think we should fire it up and see what she sounds like anyway. Go for it.